Welcome to this Malden Public Schools video tutorial where we're going to get into some of the best practices when students are engaged in a Google Meet call. So to explain the setup here, the live video on the left, that's me role-playing the student. The participant on the right, that is another user role-playing the teacher. So again, anytime there's a video interaction, that's the student and that's the student process and what they're going to go through. So let's talk about the chat first. In the top right-hand corner, that's where students can engage in the chat. And notice I'm getting a pop-up that says chat with everyone. If I post here, student chat comment, everyone in the room can see that chat. If I close out the chat window and I need to access that again, I can access that through the small chat icon. The teacher has the option to limit my participation in the chat. If I try to access the chat window, but I can't post a message, it simply means the teacher has disabled the chat in that moment. Another setting of good practice that can be really helpful is if the student wants to pay attention exclusively to the teacher, they can hover over the teacher's video and pin that video to their screen. When they tap on pin to screen, the sole focus and attention will be on the teacher, their presentation, their ideas, and their instruction. When the teacher is done, or if the student needs to see everyone, they can simply unpin and go back to a view of everyone in the class. If they need assistance in any capacity, students can turn on their own closed captions. That will allow any audio that's coming out of the call to be turned into a closed caption on the bottom of their screen. Students can individually turn off closed captions if it's no longer needed. Another good practice in the bottom right-hand corner is if students tap on the triple dot icon, they have the ability to change their background. They can blur or even substitute their background for a picture. Now, generally, when one is in a Google Meet call, it's good practice to keep their microphone muted when they're not participating. Students should keep their mic muted unless prompted by their teacher to turn that on. To mute my mic, I can simply tap on the small microphone icon on the bottom of the screen. And now my mic is muted. If I'd like to participate, I can tap to unlock my mic, and now my audio is going back into the room. Generally, for good practice, students should have a distraction-free room. You should focus your attention on the call when the teacher is prompting you to do so, and keep your mic muted, and ideally have the chat open to see any conversation that's taking place on the sidebar. Additionally, because Google Meet runs as a tab in the Chrome browser, students have the option to pin the tab to make sure they don't accidentally close it out during a live call. To pin a tab in Google Chrome, they can right-click on the tab and then tap Pin. It will get small, move over to the left, and now they can't close it by accident. What this also allows the student to do is stay in the call to hear audio coming from their teacher, but even open up a new tab to work on a document, a set of slides, or visit a website while the teacher is providing instruction or guidance over audio. What they can then do is go back to that tab to join the call again live. Additionally, depending on the device that a student is working on, they could reasonably have a Google Meet call open on one part of their screen and work open in another window on another part of their screen. It may look something like this. Notice I can minimize this window on my device, and students can do this on a laptop or a Chromebook or any full computer that they're working on. I can grab a tab in Google Chrome and drag that out of this window and have it appear right next to my Google Meet call. So in this scenario, notice that I can have my Google Meet call open, but I can also have anything that I'm working on or referencing right next to it in another tab or window. This would allow a student to pay attention to a call and possibly jot notes or ideas or responses down in a document or a set of slides. To get back to the full attention on a Google Meet, I can simply expand the size of that window by dragging the browser open, and now my Google Meet is in a live call again. If for some reason a student gets bumped out of a Google Meet and they can no longer access the call, what they can always do to rejoin the call is to go back to Google Classroom, go to the front page of the stream to click on the link, or go to the Classwork tab to click on the Google Meet link. Both of these options will allow a student to regain access to the Google Meet call, and their teacher can let them in to engage with their live class via video. So thanks for watching this quick video overview on some of the best practices if you are a student engaged in a live Google Meet call.